Karl Hermann Frank. After the end of World War II, high-ranking Nazi war criminals were tried for numerous crimes they had committed during the war. One of them was Karl Hermann Frank, infamous for his brutality among the Czechs, who referred to Frank by the nickname, the Bloody Dog. Karl Hermann Frank was born on the 24th of January, 1898, in Carlsbad, then Austria-Hungary. His father taught him to hate Jews and the Czechs, and Frank never even learned the Czech language. After the end of World War I, the German-speaking areas where Frank lived, known as Sudetenland, became a part of Czechoslovakia. Frank belonged to Sudeten Germans and wanted the Sudetenland to become a part of Germany. He became an active member of the proto-fascist party of Germans in Czechoslovakia, named the German National Socialist Workers' Party, and when the Sudetenland became a part of the Third Reich in October 1938, he finally joined the Nazi Party and SS soon after. In 1939, Frank became a Secretary of State of the Protectorate of Bohemia and Moravia, as well as Chief of Police. Heinrich Himmler trusted him and made him responsible for the Nazi police apparatus in the Protectorate, including the Gestapo, the secret police of Nazi Germany. He cooperated closely with Reinhard Heydrich, acting governor of the Protectorate and the Nazi architect of the Holocaust. They got along well, as they were both brutal and ruled by terror. Their enemies were either imprisoned or shot, and the Jews ended up in concentration camps. When Reinhard Heydrich died on June 4, 1942, after an assassination attempt by Czechoslovak paratroopers, Karl Frank played a key role in the civilian massacre and destruction of the Czech villages of Lidice and Ležáky. To avenge Heydrich's death, Frank ordered the shooting of all men in Lidice, sending all the women to concentration camps, and placing those children considered worthy of Germanization in the care of SS families. Children not worthy of Germanization were murdered. He was seen personally coming to inspect the destruction of the village, and was said to be satisfied with the results. In 1943, he became even more powerful after becoming a Minister of State for Bohemia and Moravia. In April 1945, when Frank saw that his reign of terror was over, he knew he would have to face justice for all the crimes he had committed during the war. He decided to flee from Prague and surrender to the Americans, as he was afraid of being captured by the Russians. On May 9, 1945, Karl Frank was arrested by U.S. Army troops, but his plan did not work out. He was extradited back to Prague and tried in 1946. Although no attorney wanted to defend him, he did eventually get one. At the trial, he claimed he had just followed orders and had represented only a small part of the criminal Nazi regime. However, it did not help him. On the 21st of May 1946, the People's Court sentenced Karl Hermann Frank to death by hanging for treason and the massacre of civilians of the Czech villages of Lidice and Ležáky. He did not accept his fate and asked the Czechoslovak president, Edvard Beneš, for mercy, which he was not granted. Frank's crimes were so serious that his execution was held publicly. More than 5,000 people, including 7 surviving women from Lidice who sat in the front row, gathered in Pankratz prison to witness the execution of the most hated man in the Protectorate of Bohemia and Moravia. Karl Hermann Frank was hung on the 22nd of May, 1946, at the age of 48. An avowed Nazi until the bitter end, his last words were, "Germany must live even if we die. Long live the German nation. Long live the German spirit." There were no tears shed for Karl Hermann Frank. Thanks for watching the World History Channel, and don't miss our next videos. Click the subscribe button now for more interesting clips. Give us a like, and see you in the following episode.